This is my female Brachypelma hamorii, and as you can see, she's quite the climber. So my tarantula actually spends so much time on the walls and the ceiling of her little enclosure here that I'm actually thinking about not necessarily doing a rehouse, but definitely adding more substrate, because you can see I had it just under halfway, but she's sort of excavating on the bottom. She never uses the hide right there in the middle. She's always climbing around, so I think I'm going to probably add another 2 to 3 inches to the substrate there, because I just don't want her to risk falling and damaging herself, especially since he's usually hanging right over the hard hide right there, which is just like a hollowed out piece of bark. Always feeling around, always trying to escape. I've caught her a few times, hopefully I can get it on camera today, where she sort of hangs out here in the middle, and this is like a metal mesh, and she'll hook her fangs in it, sort of testing it out, and none of the little mesh pieces look deformed right now, but I might have to just transfer her to a different enclosure altogether. I actually bought a 3-pack of these enclosures on Amazon, and they are 7 inches tall by 4 inches wide, whereas this one is 4 inches wide by 5 inches tall, so you have an extra 2 inches here. I thought it would be great for an arboreal species where Brachypelmas not so much. They're usually just terrestrial. I will put a link down below where I got these, because it was only $15 for all 3 of them, but the only problem is these lids, as you can see, they just come right off. They're very loose, whereas this one, nice and tight. So I might have to do some kind of fix like this with maybe Velcro over the side or some kind of latch just to keep it secure, because I think any regular, maybe juvenile sized tarantula or larger could easily just push this up if it tried to get out. And my wife would definitely not like that going on. But for today, I think I'm just going to take her out of this terrarium and add a few inches of substrate just to make it safer for her. So let's do the transfer. And now she's trying to be fossorial. Why can't she just make up her mind? Alright, getting ready to start the transfer. So I've got some of my tools set out. I've got a catch cup right here. I have a paintbrush to get her moving, some long tweezers just in case, and I like to use this square piece of styrofoam just to sort of push her with it and herd her. And the plan is, and you know what they say about plans, I try to get her into this catch cup, and then I can put this enclosure on its side because the catch cup actually fits in, and I can leave her like that while I get her terrarium all set up with a little more substrate. So that's the plan. We'll see what actually happens. Wish me luck. Take the lid off as careful as possible because she is a little fidgety and a little more aggressive than I would usually expect for one of the Brachypelma species. First, she's sort of in the corner over here, you can see. I'm going to try to see if I can pull up her hide just to get that out of the way to give me more room to maybe turn this on its side a little bit and get her into the catch cup. Okay, so far so good. I'm wondering actually if I can just, since I can't really get the catch cup down into the current setup, I'm wondering if I can just sort of get her to crawl up the wall into the new enclosure, which is just going to be like a holding pen for her. Let's see what kind of mood she's in. Sort of acting shy, which I guess is pretty good. Definitely being a little stubborn. Trick is to try to get her to move without getting her so agitated. that she wants to flick hairs. Little stumble. Switch back to the paintbrush, a little softer. She climbs all the time until I actually want her to. Let's see. Let go, let go. Just gonna put her in sideways just like this. Hopefully she won't move any while I'm doing the transfer, getting the new terrarium set up. And 1 cup of fresh cocoa fiber coming up. Yes, I know it looks like a lot. I am gonna compact it down in there so if she wants to burrow, plenty of rigidity in the soil, the substrate to so she can do that. Actually, I'm gonna see if she'll be more likely to take the hide. I'm gonna sort of start a burrow on one side, sort of dig it out there, and sort of put her hide right down there so it's already like halfway buried. Maybe she'll be more likely to start actually using it. Sort of cover this up with cocoa fiber right there. And go ahead and give it a little water to keep the humidity up in case you need something to drink. Alright, now for the fun part, get her back in. She actually hasn't moved at all. Hope I didn't just jinx it, so see if I can just do the reverse to get her back in here. I'm a little shocked that went so easy because she was pretty aggressive about a week ago. So she is in her new hide. And I put the wrong lid on. That's the loose one. This is the one that's nice and tight. Definitely don't want to mix those up. Alright everyone, so here is the new enclosure, well the old enclosure, just with a little bit of a facelift. Hopefully she'll use that hide right there in the middle. I'm going to leave it like this for now. I'm wondering if there's too much substrate, but like I mentioned before, she does sort of display tendencies to want to burrow. So if she's going to make her own burrow, it'll be fine. If not, maybe I'll take out about a ½ inch or an inch, give her a little more wiggle room, but this will definitely keep her from crawling all over the place and risk falling and injuring herself. So there she is, beautiful girl. Glad to see she's a little calmed down. She was pretty angry last week. I'm not sure why. Maybe she's in pre-molt. Who knows? That is it for this video. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please consider subscribing if you've not already done so. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you in the next video.